Today we are going to talk about DDM 267, 268, 269, and 270. We're going to start with 267, which was a tale of a tale, a story of a tale, and we can see the tale that we're talking about in this picture. Oops, let me change color of pens. It's a strange looking tale, almost like a whale, but they thought perhaps it was a mermaid. Of course, I think none of us actually believe in mermaids. Some interesting vocabulary, tough dictation because of the guy's pronunciation. He spoke pretty fast. We learned a lot about this animal, though, called the dugong, and once again, some great vocabulary, especially if you like fishing or fish. There was a lot to learn. Personally, I love fishing and I love fish. Any questions about anything on DDM 267? You guys are geniuses. That's okay. If you watch the explanation video and the answers video, hopefully there are no questions. But once again, anytime you have one. Alexander?
Yes, Shane. If you do a good job, we have no question.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, Shane, hopefully, as always.
Oh boy, then today I'm hoping for no questions.
I hopefully join you again in 2 or 3 hours for perf.
Exactly. Okay, we will move right.
Shane,
Go ahead.
not about wisdom, but what about Let's Master English podcast?
You mean when will I make the new one or the previous one?
Yeah, a new one. When
Uh,
you're
this
gonna
this has been my really
make one.
busy week, so I haven't been able to do it, but I'll get one out next week for sure.
Because I thought maybe I'm lost.
No, I'm doing it about every 2 weeks, but this
Ah,
was my really busy week, so I didn't do one this week.
okay.
I'll be
Thank you.
right back on it though.
Yeah, I will put the link immediately on our page on Google.
Thank you very much for that support,
Yeah.
Margarita. All right, the next one was DDM 269 about taking your shoes off. Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead, Alexi.
Shane, can I join to question about LMA podcast? I sent a letter about PDF part of podcast.
You mean the transcription?
Yeah, transcription.
I don't do the transcriptions. The students have made the transcriptions in the past. When I do we do have a newsletter. Do you get the newsletter?
Yeah. I asked because when I started to listen, that was very helpful for me to have such transcription. And now I don't need such transcription, but if you would like to join new people who only started, because from my point of view, this podcast is very suitable for beginners because that's my opinion. For starters who first time listen to your podcast, and in that situation, it would be very helpful for them to join if they have such PDF file.
Yeah, I do agree. I absolutely agree. The problem is for me it'd take a long time. As you know, I already
Yeah.
but yeah, if the students used to make the transcription, and I hope that they start again. I know Margarita was on that team. We had a bunch of students doing that.
Yeah, it was helpful, there were some mistakes, and I think the newsletter is enough.
You know, it's a and remember, my philosophy is I don't want people to read. I want people to listen.
To listen, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
So
much, much better.
that's
You
why,
learn more.
yeah, that's why I don't put,
You try to understand without reading the transcript. It's only my opinion, obviously.
yeah, that's why I
Yes.
don't put subtitles on my videos too, for the
No.
same reason. But you're right, to get new people, it is a benefit. You had another question too, Alexi, I think.
No, not any question.
Great, I appreciate that. And also, thanks to Alexi, Alexi, we started the new perf talking corner too. Do you like that? I hope people do. Okay, so let me go to this story again here. Shrewd Shrewers of the Shoed. I do hope that the title makes sense to everybody. Lots of great vocabulary. A little bit difficult in some places. The woman spoke very, very fast, but her pronunciation was pretty clear. A little bit of a Southern American accent, but not too bad. Um, any questions on Shrewd Shewers of the Shoed? Bunch of geniuses again. That's what I like to see. When you guys are studying this stuff, even if you're studying on the computer, just take notes, make colors on things. Like if you have a question about something, and do not be shy. You have to speak to improve that listening and your English skills. I want you guys to speak and ask as many questions as possible. Great. I must be really good. I'm going to close this and open up 268. Now, 268 was, hold on a second. There we go. DDM 268 was the final couple scenes to our last sitcom episode. And a bunch of silly things, Mackinac peaches, Kramer tasting them, the interview at the publishing company, the Plaza Hotel craziness, George and his velvet, Jerry and the toothbrush, the hotel bill, and Kramer's taste coming back. So lots of little silly stuff. But once again, like in every Seinfeld, such excellent expressions and very good vocabulary. Lots of excellent things to learn, as always, in Seinfeld. Whoops, I left out an N. Any questions about DDM 268? You guys are going to make my job too easy today. Unbelievable. I love it. I'm going to go right to our last Seinfeld, DDM 270. DDM 270 was the beginning of a new situation comedy. The beginning is always difficult. New situations, new stories, new themes, new vocabulary, and sometimes new characters. It makes it very difficult. We had a very interesting Let's Talk About It, talking about your first car, if you've had a car, and the stories that people left were great. I absolutely loved the stories. We talked about the LeBaron, Ford LTD, a very good joke in the beginning. The 89 Volvo is a much better car than a LeBaron. We had the salesman, who's a genius salesman. We found out about Thanksgiving is coming up, and the night before Thanksgiving party, we talked about the huge balloons for Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Next week, I'll give you more information about the huge balloons for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Some of you might know, but I'll give you more information next week. We talked about brushing your teeth and the brushing technique. Not talking about chewing gum, but the gums in your teeth, the gums that hold your teeth. We talked about John Voight, the actor. He was in movies like Deliverance, Midnight Cowboy, Runaway Train. I have seen none of these movies, probably similar to you. We talked about gourmet coffee and gourmet cookies, mom and pop stores, great expressions, great stuff. We had a big section on yuppies and hippies and hippies and preppies, all that stuff. And once again, this, everybody, this is a LeBaron. This is a LeBaron, a Chrysler LeBaron. It's a cheap car, not that expensive, and kind of funny. This is one of the balloons at the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. Here your gums are healthy gums, unhealthy gums. Make the picture a little bit bigger, you can see. There's some gourmet cookies. Here's a picture talking about Beardo, but this is also the idea of a hipster or a yuppie. Mom and pop stores. This is a cobbler, a guy who makes and fixes shoes. And detailing, very popular in America. Extra special, super great cleaning. That's the idea of detailing. And there you go. Any questions on DDM 270? Alexander?
Yeah. I've heard about, it's not about deal again, but I've heard about on the highway in America, you can't drive on the left line, yeah, if you are alone in the car. Is it true?
Well, no. First of all, we have what we call a carpool lane. And the carpool lane is not the left lane, it's the far left lane. And in the far left lane, if it is titled carpool lane, then you cannot drive in it alone. And I'll show you some pictures. So just the regular left lane, no problem. You can drive in the left lane. But if it's the carpool lane, you cannot. So let's go to, actually, let's try Google Maps. Let's go to, we'll try Chicago. We'll try Los Angeles. Yeah, Los Angeles. And we'll go to the maps. And we'll go right to Highway 10. This is a very busy freeway. And let's go on the street. Here we go. Okay, so here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes. There's actually 6 lanes. You see that? Now, if you look at this, you see a white line here. Let me get my pen. So we got a white line here and a dashed white line here, dashed white, dashed white. But here you see a double white line, right?
Right.
Okay, these 2 lanes, 1 and 2, these are carpool lanes. And if you are alone, you cannot drive there.
Show it again. Which lane?
Okay, let me get rid of the colors here. I'll do it again. Come on. There we go.
No, just put the mark on it.
Yeah. So you see the double white line?
Yeah.
So from here, 1 and 2, these 2 lanes are carpool lanes. These 2 lanes, where the black car is. And in those 2 lanes, you must have at least 2 people in the car.
What is the reason for that?
So that people who are going to work can drive faster. So in America, everybody has their car, okay? So everybody wants to drive by themselves. But to encourage people to drive with their friends and with their neighbors, they have this carpool lane. So in the morning, these roads right here are completely jammed, But these roads are much more open. So people who sit here every day in the traffic jam, they get angry and they see these people going and they're like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to ask my neighbor if he wants to drive with me, and then they can use this lane.
They're trying to do that to reduce
Traffic.
traffic, yeah?
Yep. It's not about gas. It is about gas a little bit, but it's actually about traffic and time, commuting time.
Oh, okay, now I got them.
Yep. So
But
this.
if you
Yep. Go ahead.
but if you drive alone and you turn to that line, how much money you will need to pay if
Yeah.
policemen stop you?
Let's find out. What's the fine for driving in HOV lane? At least, it looks like $250 at least. It depends on the state, though. It depends on the state. So in Virginia, $250. In Washington, $136. In California, $481. And they call those lanes HOV lanes, high occupancy vehicle. 2 or more people. Once again, almost $500 in Los Angeles. Wow. And yeah, that's expensive. My God. Wow. $481. Whew. Don't do it.
Do you have another interesting subjects about it? The traffic? Something like that? No?
No, nothing.
Okay.
No, it's a good question, though. I liked it. Yeah, I'll tell you this much also. As a foreigner, it would be very confusing. So I would just be very careful. Maybe if you have an international driver's license, the police might let it slide. They might forgive you. But if you have an American driver's license and you're driving in this lane, yeah, you'll absolutely get a ticket. Don't do it.
You get tickets because of the surveillance camera or just because another citizens just call the police?
No, I don't. People might call the police, but they're not going to care. It would just be by chance if the police saw you. They do have cameras, but the cameras are usually for stoplights and maybe for speeding. Cameras in America are not that common. In some areas they are. In Chicago, they have lots of traffic cameras, but once again, it's usually for red lights and sometimes for speeding. Margarita says, I have a license, but I'm not able to drive. It sounds like Gulya. Gulya's the same.
Oh, really?
Alexander says, my wife too. Get these wives out there driving. Come on, ladies, get out there on the road.
Shane,
Yes.
excuse me, may I ask one question about DDM 268?
I knew it. Questions are going back. My goodness. Go ahead.
Yeah. When Kramer said 15 years, last day for Machinas, I can still make it. What does it mean? That was last day when he can find Machinas? After that date, impossible to find them, or something another?
No. So Mackinac peaches are only good for 2 weeks. So basically from September 15th until September 29th, they are good. After that,
And on 13, it's very bad.
Yeah, that's the idea. They're not as good. Yes, they're very special peaches.
Oh, okay.
And we actually for wine, they have this type of wine, only good in the winter time, not in the spring. So that's the idea. And these Mackinaws are like very expensive wine, and they're only good for 2 weeks. So on September 30th, they're not as good. On October 1st, they're bad. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. More questions about any of these lessons, guys? Or about American culture, pronunciation, anything? Yesterday they were killing me with questions. Today you're doing nothing. You're making my job easy. Yes, Lita.
What questions do they have?
I'm not going to
Interesting
tell you.
question, don't do that.
No, I made a recording of the Hangout, and I'll upload that Hangout today.
Where I can get the link?
I'll put it on the, everybody will get it. It'll be on the Daily Dictation Members YouTube channel. I'll give you the link now. Hold on a second. Daily Dictation Members YouTube channel. DDM members only. Here we go. So I'll give you the link here. DD members only is what it's called. And boom, it's in the chat room. There you go. So I'll put the videos up there. I haven't updated this channel in a long time, but we need to do that. I need to do that more. No questions? You guys are so nice. Alexi?
No.
Okay, well, let's do this then. I want to hear you guys speaking, and that means we're going to do some role play. So I'm going to go to DDM 269, and this is about taking off the shoes. And I'm going to give everybody a chance to speak. Basically, we got this paragraph, and then I'll make it yellow, and then white, and then yellow, white, yellow, white, and then I'm going to make these two yellow. There we go.
Could you share the screen, Shane?
You didn't memorize it? Come on.
No, not yet.
Okay.
You can't see yellow and not yellow.
Now you can see. Now you can see.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this. I want to start at the top with Alexander Chernyak. Start us off with the white section, and then I'll go to Alex, and then Alexi, and then Andre. We'll keep going through like that. Let's start with Alexander, please. Go for it.
Please give me another section because I did that.
You did that already?
Yeah, because I always.
You need to change your name to like Z.
Yeah, okay, maybe Zero Chernyakowska.
Okay, Alex. Alex, are you there?
Yeah, Coach, I'm here, but I also did this section, I think.
Jeez. Alexi, you can start us off. Go for it, Alexi.
Yes,
Let's begin from the end.
Coach, if you want, I can do it again.
No, Alexi's going to start us off. You guys, Alex and Alexander are fired. Go for it, Alexi.
Okay, thank you. Now, I don't know about you, but I grew up in a home where we always had to remove our shoes at the front door. The house practically came to a standstill if I made it from the front door to the sofa without removing my shoes first.
Pretty good. Let's go right to Andre, the next one.
Now, while most people think the removal of footwear is a cultural thing, there are a lot of health benefits to doing it. Here are 4 reasons why my mother was right all along.
Very good. And let's go to Gulia, the next one.
Yeah. The first reason is pesticides. According to a study released recently by the EPA, pesticides and lawns can remain there for up to a week. Now, not only are you tracking that into your home, but it can also cause harm to small children and your pets.
And to your pets. Good job. Margarita, the next one.
And you know, Shane, it's the same part I read yesterday.
Yes, me too.
And you know, this is
The same part.
unbelievable. Okay,
Me too.
Anyway, I made the mistake, so go ahead.
and you made the same mistake too.
Unbelievable, yeah. The same.
All right, Margarita, you're fired. Maro, take the next one.
It was my part yesterday.
Maro, go ahead.
Another reason of that is dirt. Nobody wants to have to clean their house more than once a week. So more vacuuming, more cleaning is the result of tracking dirt in front of the outside.
Very good, very good. I'm giving you lots of green here, but that's okay. Don't misunderstand. Margarita, the next one.
Yeah, about the poo. Okay. Now, now also you have to think about the waste. People don't realize that animal waste and human waste is tracked in every single day just on the bottom of your shoes. Again, not good for you, your children, or even your small pets.
Of course not. Yuri, the next one.
Now, a fourth reason is, of course, comfort. Whether you work on your feet all day or you are just not wearing the proper shoes, it's important to take your shoes off, slip into some comfy slippers and stretch those tight toes.
Very good, very good. And let's go to Lida, this one.
So, the next time you come home, remember, remove your shoes at the front door. If you're having guests over, a great way to encourage them to do that is to set a nice shoe bank out and make it more inviting.
Good job, very good. You caught it at the end. Good job. And Alex, this one.
Perhaps even put out a pair of slippers so that when they come over, not only are they welcome, you are comfortable too. For more information and to see great videos like this, visit us at Facebook or online at the alternativedaily.com.
Great job, guys. Very good. Let me go all the way back to the beginning, and I'll start with Alexi. Alexi, be careful with we call this an R cluster. Grew, be careful, grew. I grew up in a home.
I grew up in a home.
Great job. A little bit more ooh. I grew up in a home.
I grew up in a home.
Where we always had to remove.
Where we always had to remove.
Good. And this is actually an air, just like A-I-R, where.
Where.
Good job. Where we always.
Where we always.
Very good. Great job with the W's. I know they're tough for many Russian speakers. If I made it from the front door.
If I made it from a front door.
One more time. If I made it from the front door.
If I made it from a front door.
Good. And this is a front door. It sounds like front door.
Front door.
Good job. Without removing.
Without removing.
Good. And try and do a stop T. Without removing.
Without removing.
My shoes first.
My shoes first.
Great job. Sounds really good. Let me go to Andre. Give me more of an not an oo, but an footwear.
Footwear.
Good. And this is the oo, removal of footwear.
Removal of footwear.
Good. Even shorter, removal of footwear.
Removal of footwear.
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 Good. Make that sound go down. Make it go down. Footwear.
Footwear.
I like it. Removal of footwear.
Removal of footwear.
That was really good. So the oo sound comes straight out. The sound goes straight down. Removal of footwear.
Removal of footwear.
I liked it. Cultural.
Cultural.
A cultural thing.
A cultural thing.
Great job. Gulia, you did much better than yesterday. Give me more W though. Tua.
But I know, yes, I know. Up to a week.
Bingo. Perfection.
But my pro memory and weak memory.
No. It's not that. It really is about practice. It really is about practice. So even though you did this yesterday, you still made the same mistake, and that's good because we need to find those typical mistakes, and we'll get it that way. So that's actually good practice, okay?
Thank you. If we will have tomorrow,
We'll do it again.
I will do the same question.
Excellent. Let me go to Morrow here. Okay, now this is a tough one for everybody. This is an AW, off of, and this is a short U. So let's go slowly, Morrow. Off of that.
Of that.
Great job. Now, when we say it quickly, this V sound can disappear. So we actually say off of that.
Off of that.
Good. I just get rid of the V. Off of that.
Off of that.
Good. Make it an It's actually like a UH. Off of that.
Off of that.
Good. Another reason off of that is dirt.
Another reason off of that is dirt.
Perfect intonation. Great job. So it's like another reason off of that is dirt.
Another reason off of that is dirt.
Excellent job. Great job. Vacuuming.
Vacuuming.
Perfect. Vacuuming.
Vacuuming.
The result of tracking dirt in from the outside.
The result of tracking dirt in from the outside.
Great job. Very good. Remember, to track in is a phrasal verb, so we want to keep that together. Good job. And same thing down here for Yuri. Margarita, sorry.
Tracked in.
Exactly. So we can say that animal waste is tracked in every single day. Keep those phrasal verbs together, guys. And let me go right to Yuri. Hold on a second. Yuri, whether you work on your feet.
Where you work on your feet?
Good. Let's stick with weather. Weather.
There. No. Where?
Terrible. Whether you wear leather.
Where you wear leather.
Okay, so let's start with this word. Leather.
Leather.
Good. Keep that TH. The L and the TH can be the same position. Leather.
Leather.
Make the TH long. Ver.
Leather.
Good. Now let's go slow again. Leather.
Leather.
Good. Very good. Weather.
Weather.
Okay, it's just a practice of the lips. Now, if you saw in let's see, in this DDM 271 folder, I put a W and a V video there. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that's okay. So Yuri, in DDM 271 folder, there's a VW video. I want you to watch that video and practice. I'll show you quickly. So if you go to 271, you see all the files. There's a lot of files, okay? And it's actually on page 2. If you go to page 2, you see this VW folder, okay? Or video.
Yes.
And then the WMV, everybody, is HD. So you can get whichever one you want, the WMV or whatever. It's not that big. And it's just going to help you with the VW. And also there's another W practice video. So I want you to watch both of these videos, okay?
Okay, I hope it will help.
Absolutely, it will help. And then I want you to I made an assignment or whatever. I want you to practice those sentences. Do you have a smartphone, Yuri?
Yes, I have.
So good. So if you have a smartphone, I want you to practice those sentences and then send them to me, and so I can listen to you, okay?
Okay, but where I could send it?
You can
Which
send
address?
it to this email address, Daily Dictation Members at at gmail.com. I'll put this in the chat room.
Okay.
Hold on a second. And oops. There we go. Okay, let's go to, and the same thing here. It's an ah and a W. Not wearing.
Not wearing.
Much better. Important.
Important.
Good. Give me more R. Let's just do this. Poor.
Or.
Good. More O. O, and let's do a diphthong. O.
Oh.
Good. Or.
Or.
Good. Important.
Important.
Very good. Now that's perfect pronunciation. In daily English, and this is for everybody else to listen to, this is a glottal stop and this is a stop sound. So in daily English, we don't say important. We usually say important. Important. And Yuri, don't worry about that. As you study, I'll teach this in the lesson, okay?
Okay.
Maro, can you mute your microphone, please? I can hear you moving papers around. Thank you. This is an
Sorry.
AW sound. Off.
Off.
Okay, so we got the word oaf, a fool, and off. Okay, whatever. So the oaf was off. Let's try that. The oaf was off.
The off was off.
It sounds better. So when we say oaf, it's an O, O, O. And when we say off, it's an ah, ah, ah. Now, the big thing you guys need to know is the AW pronunciation. These are your upper teeth, and these are your lower teeth. This is the inside of your mouth. Your tongue usually sits like this. When we do the AW sound, your jaw must come down and your tongue must go into the soft part. So you want to push the tongue into the soft part and drop the jaw. So try it with me, Yuri. Aw.
Ah.
Perfect. That's the aw sound. So off.
Off.
Nope. Got to make it long. Off.
Off.
Perfect. Oaf.
Off.
Good. Now, in the beginning, Yuri, when you make these sounds, it feels really strange. It feels like too much concentration. But, Yuri, you need to really focus and practice. As you practice, the sounds will be more natural, okay?
Okay.
And let's do this one. Stretch.
Stretch.
Perfect. Tired toes.
Tight toes.
Give me more R. Tired toes.
Tight toes.
Good job. These sounds you can put together. Tired toes.
Tight toes.
Perfect. Great job, Yuri. Isn't that easy?
Maybe.
No, it's not
But
easy.
I need more practice.
Yuri, when I was learning Korean, it took me so long to get that language. So don't worry, don't worry. All right, everybody did really good. And we do have a little bit of time, but if I start something new, it's going to last a long time. So I would prefer to take questions. Usually as you guys get warmed up, somebody has a question. Santa joined. Hi, Santa. Merry Christmas. I can hardly hear Santa. No, just a tiny bit. Okay. Mauro, did you have a question?
About 2068.
2068?
No,
268.
268, sorry. The sounds while.
Yes. Okay, so
It's there is also in 261 new, and it's too difficult to say while.
yeah, WHILE, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't see it in 268, but anyway, we'll practice anyway here. While. Okay, so we're going to practice these two sentences. Now, the perfect pronunciation for this word, and of course this part too, is what we call a diphthong, and a diphthong basically means two vowels. So the perfect pronunciation is while. And Mauro, do you know what a light L is? Did you see my L video?
No.
Okay. Once again, you guys, in DDM 271, I showed you the VW video and the W. Well, here's a light L video. I want you guys also to watch the light L video. They're very short. They're not long. So match to that. So you guys need to really watch these videos and then come back to me. But anyway, let's go back here. The light L, there we go. The light L is when we make an L sound between the teeth. So L, L, L. The dark L is in your mouth. L, L. So anyway, while, a while. Why don't you try the perfect pronunciation, Mauro?
While, a
Good.
while.
Good. While,
While,
a while.
a while.
That sounds really good. Now, the problem is in daily English, we almost never say that. We almost always speak like wow. Wow. And it's an wow. Try that.
Wow.
Good. Now,
Wow.
you need to keep this light L. That's once again a light L. And watch that video. Let's try this sentence. I was there while you were gone.
I was there while you were gone.
That sounded really good. It needs to be quicker. I was there while you were gone.
I was there while you were gone.
Very good. While you're here, let's practice a while.
While you're here, let's practice a while.
Very good. So these two words is very easy to say wow. Wow, for me as a native English speaker, is very natural. But this one, I will probably say a while and keep the diphthong. And that's going to be easier for you to hear. So listen carefully. While you're here, let's practice a while. While you're here, let's practice a while. Mauro?
While you're here, let's practice a while.
Pretty good, pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. The next time you see the while, I want you to tell me exactly where it was in the lesson, and then we can listen to it, okay?
Okay.
Was it in 268?
In 268, no, in 269.
Okay, 268.
In the first sentence.
Yes, in 268 wasn't 268.
I couldn't find it in 268.
Ah, no. Sorry.
Yeah,
No.
Fine.
In 269, in the first sentence.
While most people think, right?
Yes.
All right, let's listen to that. I'm going to dig this out. Hold on a second. We're going to listen to this. Hold on a second. This is 269. I have to find it on my computer. I have so many files. 269 and the video.
Without removing my shoes first. Now, while most people think the removal of first.
Okay, so she's going to say, now while most people think the removal of footwear is a cultural thing, listen carefully, perfect pronunciation. Now, while most people think the removal of footwear is a cultural thing, but listen to what she says.
Now, while most people think the removal of footwear is a cultural thing,
It's absolutely wow. Now while most people and Maro, almost everybody missed this word. So don't worry about this. This is tough. It's a really easy word. We just need to learn the pronunciation. Mm-hmm. And the dictionary lies.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Now wow. Next question. That's a good question. Yeah, I caught now when most people. Yeah, well, that's the idea. And you know what? When, while, in the situation, Gulia says, I heard when most people think. But the answer is while most people think. But it's almost the same thing. So this is important. You guys, your understanding is usually very good. You're just missing some words. So feel confident in your English ability. It's just the pronunciation. That's what we need to work on. And the pronunciation is so important. And the only way to improve pronunciation is to practice with me, with Miguel, with Clive. And in the future, I promise as soon as I can to hire another teacher. It's not easy finding good teachers. Actually, it's not easy finding good teachers at the prices I can afford to pay. I'm not rich. More questions? You guys are too easy, making my job easy. I'm going to go back to bed. Actually, I have a perf live. I know some of you are perf students, and in 11 o'clock, in 2 hours from now, I have a perf live class. So if you're a perf member, I hope to see you there. And then in, 5 hours later, I have another DDM VIP. I don't think any of you are members of that VIP class, but I have that coming up too. So perf in 2 hours, VIP in 5 hours. Yesterday, today, very, very, very long days. Yeah, lots of hangouts. I like it, but it makes me pretty tired, that's for sure. Now, once again, I want to remind you guys, in DDM 271, there are 5 extra pronunciation videos. 4 of them I made yesterday. 1 of them I made several weeks ago. The VW, the light L, What are the other ones? The W, Ben, B-E-E-N, Ben pronunciation, and Lebanon, Revlon, that pronunciation. These are like tongue twisters. So I really hope that you guys have a chance to watch those videos. They're short, and once again, pronunciation is super important. At the end of the day, pronunciation is more important than grammar when speaking. That's for sure. Anything else? Guria, go ahead.
Coach Shane? Yes, I just wondering, interesting, is it too late to send the answers for the last DM?
You don't need to anymore.
Okay, right.
No, you can send them anytime. I always look at them, but I'll look at it really quickly. But yeah, absolutely. It's a good habit to send your answers even though it might be late. It's a good habit for you to do that anyway. So yes, of course you can send them.
Because Coach Shane, yesterday I went to my sister's and I told Alex to do this homework, and unfortunately
He was tired. He fell asleep.
yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely, you can send them to me. Send them to me anytime. Some people send me DDM dictations from DDM 70. They send me the answers. Thank you very much, guys. Wow, we've got a very European house. Mauro, you're in Brazil?
No, in Italian.
In Italy.
Italy.
Italy, I'm sorry, in Italy. So we got Mauro, Margherita, and Santa. And I guess we should include Alexander Lita in Europe. I think everybody else is in Russia. Is that correct? I think so. Is perfect for
Yes.
Yes.
It's perfect for my friends in Russia and Europe. I must say, do svidaniya. The Amerikansky must go. I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend. Keep the questions coming. Watch those videos, and I will see you maybe in a couple hours. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Coach, and thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shane. Bye for
Take care.
now.
See
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, Coach Shane. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.
Take care.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.